so next we have the amazing Kendra. Kendra back Eboigbodin. And if I hacked your name up, that is a wonderful, powerful name. So please forgive me. Kendra, you're phenomenal. We appreciate you coming on. And we could go on and on, but we're not. We're just going to let you have the floor. Just tell us how we can be successful in the kingdom business. Come on, help us out.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, Jackie. And you did a real good try at my name. It's Eboigbodin, so I'm still learning it myself. So today I have three powerful tools, or well, three powerful ways to help you have success in the kingdom. A lot of people think, well, traditionally, like I'm kind of an old school Christian, but a lot of people thought that to be a Christian, you had to be poor and pitiful, and it was like ungodly or something to actually generate wealth. Well, if we know anything about the kingdom, then we know that just it counteracts what the kingdom is about abundance and riches and glory and everything. So today I'm going to talk to you about how you can have success in the kingdom and in this world too. So the first thing is clarify your gift. We've heard a lot about that in different ways this evening, and it's important to clarify your gift. All of us have a purpose. All of us have a gift. All of us have something, that one thing that we can do that no one else can do like we can do it. And some of us have many gifts that we can do. And sometimes we can even get stuck in those many gifts. I know I'm there. I have a lot of, one day I'm this, one day I'm that. I have so many life coach certifications, but like we talked about, I have to clarify, what am I going to do in this season? So it's not that you can't use all of your gifts, but you need to focus in on that one thing that you're called to do for this season. So what that one business or that one business venture, it doesn't mean that you can't branch out at a different time or later, but you really have to focus in. And I'm talking to myself right now. You really need to focus in on that one thing. So clarify your gift, and you need to clarify it. So like we've heard tonight, other people may say that, like for me, I've been in education for 20 years, but now I do marketing, digital marketing, and I help women set up their businesses. So some people may say, okay, but you're supposed to be an educator. Well, I'm in this season, I've been called to do something different. So I have to clarify, this is who I am, and this is what I'm going to do. And not jumping from different things to different things, but just really focusing in on that one thing, that one gift, that one purpose that you're meant to do in this season. So another thing is, number two is master your mindset. Now, we've heard this tonight too, because it's really important, because if your mind can't see it, if your mind can't go there first, you're not going to make it. It doesn't matter how big or even how small your vision is. If you don't think you can do it, then it's not going to happen. And I think it was Vanessa, she talked about mindsets, and part of being a teacher, a special education teacher, I used to talk to my students about this all the time about a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. So with that fixed mindset, how do you see yourself? Do you blame other people for your faults? Do you say, well, I don't have enough money to start a business. I don't have the resources. It's easy for them, or they were born with, someone invested into their business. So I can't do it because I don't have what they have. So that's a fixed mindset. If you just keep saying, well, I can't do it, I don't know how to do it, so I'm just not going to do it, that's what happens. You don't go anywhere with a fixed mindset. And some people say, well, I'm a product of my environment. Well, then you need to change your address. If you're a product of your environment, if you think your environment or your current situation or even the people around you are holding you back from what you need to do in your business or in life, then you need to change. You need to change your environment. So that's a fixed mindset. You don't go anywhere like that. But the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, a growth mindset may say, okay, well, I've had some challenges, but what can I do differently? Or who can I go to for help? Who can help me to get out of this, stuckness that I'm in, or who can help me take my business to the next level? And it's going to be someone who has, if you want to have success in the kingdom, in this world, and build your kingdom, you have to be around people who have this growth mindset. You have to be around people who can push you even sometimes when you think that you can't. And I know that's how I'm here, through Vanessa Collins and through Jackie, who have helped me and pushed me to publish books, and pushed me to learn how to do the landing pages. And that was helpful because now that I know how to do those things, I help other people do it. So I couldn't just stay in the place, well, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do it. You got to move forward. So with your thoughts, you really need to master your thoughts, because I just want to ask a question. Do you ever take authority over thoughts that don't belong to you? So what I mean by that, when you have those thoughts that say, I can't do this, I'm not old, I'm too old. I know I look young, I have a baby face, but I'm older. I'm a little bit older. So, I could say, well, I can't start all over. I've had this career for 20 years. How am I going to have my own business? How am I going to become an author? Well, those thoughts are not your thoughts. You don't have to take ownership of that, because there's always going to be the haters or someone that says, well, why are you doing that? Why are you even trying to do that? Why are you trying to be an author? Why are you trying to write these books? Because they're not trying to do anything. So they want to hold you back. So don't take ownership of thoughts that do not belong to you. And those thoughts that are negative, those thoughts that make you feel like you can't do anything, or that you're stuck, or you're gonna be stuck forever, those are just assassins of your purpose. They're not gonna help you, and you can't go anywhere without it. So one of the best examples that I have of a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset is whenever, and I'm not going to preach to you, but when Caleb, whenever he went to the promised land, now it took them 40 years to get there. And then when they finally got there and they had a glimpse of what was on the other side, all of the fruits that were the size of men, but they also saw giants in the land too. And some came back and they said, we see ourselves as grasshoppers. So how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a grasshopper, or do you see someone who can overcome your challenge? So the next thing, the last key, powerful key, is to take action. You can have the best ideas in the world. You can have the best vision in the world. And, I've had to listen to that today, got a little spanking, a little bit of whooping, listen tonight, because I have to learn to take action. I have these big business plans and I can even plan out the whole thing and then not take action. You can't be indecisive. You have to go, and you have to be a little bit aggressive. Sometimes as women, we feel like we don't want to be aggressive. You have to be aggressive to go get your blessing. You have to be aggressive so that your business can be successful. So thank you for having me tonight, Jackie. And I'm learning a lot. I'm receiving motivation for me to move forward.